I'm demuted. Okay. I thought today I would share a few things on helping, especially moms of elementary school children and toddler age children when you're homeschooling. Just some ideas that if you have a very small storage area, or you live in an apartment, you don't have very much space to put your homeschool stuff into, and this really helped me a lot. First off, I don't know if you guys can see these. They're 1 gallon storage bags. These are a godsend. These are so awesome because, and you can get these at Dollar Tree, by the way. You can get some of these at Dollar Tree. You don't need a whole bunch of them unless you have a lot of kids, then yeah. What we did with these is I would go and I would save, see the hanger with the clips? I saved these when I had my kids' clothes. I would buy them, the toddler clothes or the baby children's clothes, and I would clip them to the sandwich bags. And what I did is some people would do every day of the week per bag, or you could do every subject per bag for your child. And you could put fun things in here, like especially if you have more than one child, like I had 3. My youngest one was about 6 years younger than the second oldest. And I would put, to keep her occupied while I would go and work with someone, I would make these little bags of little things to do. For example, like a painting kit or a coloring book with the crayons popped in there. And I would hand the bag to her so she felt really special. And then when she was finished, she put the stuff in the bag. She would take the clip out and she had her own special box. Okay, you can get these at Dollar Tree as well, and you can get different colors. My kids had different colors. Mommy had white. This is mine. And Jessica's was red. Michael's was green, and Daniel's was blue. So they knew what their boxes were. And when she was finished, it just went right in the box and got put aside. So every time she would finish a subject or something, or a little kit, and you can find kits all over Dollar Tree, by the way. Okay, she just put it in that box. Just continue until it was full. And at the end of the day, when mommy would sit and prepare for the next day, she would take this box, look through it and everything. And then what I would do is I had, see if I can pull them out, for my older boys and for elementary school age as well, when you have the worksheets and everything, and they finished, and I'm now doing my work, I had a color, this was Daniel's, and I had a green for Michael and red for Jessica. I had these hanging files, and I would put each subject, and I would put their stuff in there after I had finished either grading them, or if I've looked through it, like Jessica was coloring or painting, I would just put her coloring and painting in there and put a star on it, or a happy face, or a sticker. You know how kids love stickers. And I would keep everything in this, and they stack on top of each other, so it saves room. And later on, when they got older, into junior high and high school age, I took these and I would put them this way for them, and I would put their curriculum books in here. So they would know where their book is. They knew to put their books back, which, sometimes teenagers just keep everything everywhere instead of doing what you say. And that's just a few things that I did that I thought would be helpful to help out, especially the hanging file things. I love those because every time I would just stuff things for the little one to do so that you're occupied with the older ones doing math, and they won't disturb the older one while you're doing that time, because you tell them this is your schoolwork. And you could put worksheets in there. You could put little kits in there. I've even put wood kits that she had to build, puzzles. People forget that puzzles are something that's good for children because it brings their mind. It's a thinking skill because they got to fit the pieces together. So this is something to occupy the little ones, and it even helps with little toddlers like Sandi with Amariah and these toddlers. You can have that hanging up at grandma's house and have it all ready to go, different little projects to do right there in a closet. And then you just pull it out and you can have her pick what she wants to do, or your child what they want to do. The younger ones. The older they get, you got to be more structured with them. But this is just for the younger preschool, elementary school age children. And I just wanted to bring that forth because it really helped me with 3 kids.
I'm there. Okay. Well, I think that's actually all your ideas. I love what you say, and we can apply it. I believe not only can we apply it to our kids, but we can apply some of those very things to get our lives organized.
You're definitely right. I do that. I do a lot of sewing, crocheting, and I have, if you saw my closet here, I have that hanging like that, but also studies. I've started to do it for my studying. Like if I'm studying 3 or 4 different things, instead of having a bunch of notebooks everywhere because I don't have the room, I put them in that sandwich bag, whatever's the printout or the notes, and then I just pull those out, and that immensely helps. Now, when they get real thick and heavy, they're not going to hold, guys. So you might have to get that notebook out. But yeah, it helps with a lot of things. And it helps with even toddlers. You can put toys, put Legos in there. I mean, I'd even put Lego kits for my kids to do as a treat. You know, I'd sit there, and Daniel and Michael, they finished their work for the day. And I would say, okay, you know what? Over here in the closet, there's like 5 different choices that you have, or 6 choices of Lego kits. Each of you get to choose a Lego kit, and then you can sit and work on the Lego kit. And that, you know, a lot of people think, oh, Legos are a toy. And no, Legos are not just toys. They have to think. They have to read the directions. They have to figure out how to do it. It's thinking skills. People forget that a lot of our old toys that we used to have brought forth thinking skills, and we have lost those old wooden toys, those old, you know, the toys. I mean, even Connects. We loved Connects, man. Connects was wonderful for engineering and math. So anyway, that's
what were those electric? What were those? What were they called? The silver pieces. My brother had one. I think I bought
erector sets.
Erector sets. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought Jonathan that when he was growing up too. Actually, I think it's upstairs in the attic.
We had a roller coaster that was battery operated. That was a Connects, and it was stood about 3.5 feet tall. And my oldest son built it with my daughter, and he would sit there and say, okay, I need a piece that measures. And he would tell her the measurements, and she would have to learn how to take the rulers and measure. That was the rule to build this roller coaster. And he sat there and would do that. And I sat and watched. And because they did it so well, and they did it without arguing, the 3 of them, I decided, okay, we'll keep the roller coaster in the middle of our dining room, mind you, for about 3 months, so you guys can play around with it. And they did all sorts of things. They even tried to put a boiled egg in it, and then a raw egg to see if it could stay.
Oh no, right.
That's when the big plastic tablecloths came in. But they came up with some really ingenious things. Like I said, thinking skills. So this stuff is to help mom. And also, guys, all of these things that I showed you, except for maybe the milk crates, you can get at the Dollar Tree for $1 a piece. Don't break the bank. Don't break the bank. And those hangers, you're buying your kids clothes. They say, do you want the hanger? And so a lot of times we say no. Get the hanger. You can even use it for hanging recipes. Like you're going to cook cookies, you don't want to touch the recipe. Clip that on. Hang it on the cabinet handle. And you have it right there hanging in front of you.
You are so organized, Joe, and all of these things are practical things that help people. This is so
cheap.
Yes, they're cheap. That's good.
Look, I've learned through the years being a military brat and a military wife, you learn how to save those pennies. And Dollar Tree, believe it or not, I'm trying to get a video going on going into the Dollar Tree to show homeschoolers all the treasures that are out there that you can get that's cheaper than going to a homeschool or a school store, and even thrift shops. Those thrift shops, garage sales, and Dollar Tree are the 3 best homeschool friends places to go. You can find treasures.
That's so good.
That's what I have for today. And there's so much more. And yes, I'm going to be bringing some props, guys, because there's so much people forget.
Bring them on. I want props. That's a good thing.
Yeah, like Quelf.
Oh,
Quelf.
Wow. Quelf.
It's a game I introduced to Joe at Sukkot, and it's great. Quelf. If you want to have a fun game, buy Quelf.
Exactly.
How do you spell that?
Q-U-L-F.
Q-U-L-F?
Q-U-E.
That
it's
may
a
be
game
one of
that
the
you're
games
very
we played at
active.
Hanukkah. That may be one of the games we played at Hanukkah. You have to put something on your head or something in your mouth or something.
No, that's Say It. And we have that one too.
I don't have that.
Oh Lord, that you like Quelf, you'll like this one. The only problem about those is you have these things you got to put in your mouth. You have to sit there and clean it, and that's the only thing I don't like about those.
Well, we run them through the dishwasher, and my daughter ordered some extra ones, so when we had a bunch of people playing.
Yeah, because you have to, like, one person does it and then you have to trade, and the other, and it's like, no, you have your own, I'll have my own. And because I don't know if you're sick.
Exactly right. Yuck. Well, anyway, thank you for the wonderful homeschool segment.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.